Lifestyle consultant and author Laura Forbes Carlin, welcome to Daily Blast Live. So happy to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
It's our honor. Now, we asked our DBL Nation to send in their questions about decluttering. But first, why should our viewers keep a clutter-free home? If they're busy, if it's easier to be messy, why make the effort to tidy up?
Because clutter drains time and energy. So we may think that we're saving time and energy by just letting things be a mess, but truly it's the opposite. And it's been reported that the average American home has 300,000 items.
Whoa.
So clearly we can't possibly care properly for 300,000 items and have any time left over.
Sold. You just convinced me right there to be more tidy. So let's get to our first viewer question. Karen G in Tampa asks, how do I organize clutter in a small space?
That try to keep the things that you use on a daily basis really in those accessible storage areas, and the things that you don't use as often in more remote storage areas. So you may need to rotate and be seasonal.
Rotate and be seasonal. I'm going to write that down. The next viewer question is from Bradley in Denver. He wants to know what you think of the Marie Kondo style of organization. Specifically, does Marie's method live up to the hype surrounding the Netflix show, in your opinion?
Okay, so I've studied the KonMari method. I loved her books. I'm so grateful for this consciousness that she's brought to everyone about decluttering. My method in my book is directed towards parents in particular, because parents have different needs and children's clutter is different than adult clutter. And also my book addresses the relationship between parents and children, because what I found is that clutter gets in the way of the love. The physical clutter is emotional clutter.
Wow, that's powerful, but that makes complete sense. Let's move on to the next question. Veronica M in Louisville writes, I want to be a clean and organized person, but my biggest hurdle is time. How can I work a full-time job, be a wife and a mom, and find time to keep a clean house?
Ultimately, you're going to save yourself and create so much more time and energy for yourself by clearing the clutter. So start small. Cleaning out one drawer, removing one thing from your home that's not useful or loved. That has a huge impact.
I also loved your book, The Peaceful Nursery. It helped me immensely and my husband. So before you go, Laura, I want to ask you my own personal question. So I have a young daughter who will one day grow up to be a teenager. And we all know the true sign of adolescence is a messy room. So as a parent, how can I give my Sophie enough space to be independent during that time, but still make sure she keeps a clutter-free room? And is there anything I can do right now to help her be organized later in life as a teenager?
When they're young, you want to provide the gift of a clutter-free space for them. The other thing you can do when kids are young is that they tend to take an interest in homekeeping tasks. You know, they pretend to wash dishes and do laundry and wash windows. Well, even though it might take 4 times as long, if you actually really teach them, eventually you'll have a real helper on your hand, and it'll just be a family value to take care of your things.
Such important advice. Thank you so much, Laura Forbes Carlin. For more of Laura's advice, you can check out her new book, Clutter-Free Parenting, on Amazon. Thank you, Laura. Please keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
You really motivate me. Thank you.
Thank you so much.